Plymouth Fury is one of the most iconic and powerful muscle cars to ever roll off the assembly lines during the golden age of American automotive design. Produced by the Chrysler Corporation under its Plymouth brand, the Fury was introduced in 1956 and quickly became a symbol of performance, style, and the burgeoning automotive culture of the 1950s and 1960s. Over the years, the Plymouth Fury underwent numerous transformations, each marking a shift in both automotive trends and the growing passion for high-performance vehicles. The story of the Plymouth Fury begins in the mid-1950s, during a time when the American car market was booming. The automotive industry was experiencing significant innovation, with manufacturers racing to produce cars that could capture the imagination of the growing middle class. At the time, Plymouth was seen as a brand that catered to the working-class consumer, but the introduction of the Fury would change that perception. Originally introduced as a higher-end model of the Plymouth Belvedere, the Fury was meant to offer more luxury, power, and style than its predecessor. The first model featured a 5.2-liter V8 engine capable of producing 230 horsepower, a notable figure at the time. The car's bold design, featuring clean lines and a forward-thinking aesthetic, captured the spirit of the era and stood out from other offerings on the market. The 1957 Plymouth Fury is perhaps the most famous iteration of the model, partly due to its association with pop culture. The car's appearance in Stephen King's novel Carrie and the subsequent film adaptations cemented its place in automotive history. In the book, the Fury was depicted as a car with a mind of its own, a malevolent force that symbolized the protagonist's repressed anger and desire for vengeance. This portrayal, along with the car's sleek and aggressive design, made the 1957 Fury an enduring symbol of American automotive culture. It was also a performance powerhouse, with a 318 cubic inch V8 engine capable of producing 290 horsepower, making it one of the fastest cars of its time. The 1957 Fury featured bold tail fins, a two-tone paint job, and chrome accents, all of which helped it stand out on the road. Throughout the late 1950s and early 1960s, the Fury would continue to evolve, both in terms of design and performance. The late 1950s was a time of radical automotive design, and Plymouth embraced these changes wholeheartedly. The 1959 Fury, for example, featured an even more exaggerated tail fin design, along with a more angular front end. The car was larger and more powerful than its predecessors, reflecting the growing trend of bigger is better in the automotive world. By the 1960s, the Fury began to shift toward a more refined look, aligning with the general trend away from overly flashy designs and toward more conservative, elegant styling. However, it wasn't just the exterior design that was changing. Under the hood, the Fury was becoming increasingly powerful. In 1964, the Fury was offered with a 426 Hemi V8 engine, a legendary powertrain that was capable of producing 425 horsepower. This made the Fury a legitimate contender in the muscle car market, which was in full swing by the mid-1960s. The Hemi engine, with its hemispherical combustion chambers, offered unparalleled performance, and it helped elevate the Fury into the realm of true muscle cars, alongside iconic vehicles like the Ford Mustang, Chevrolet Camaro, and Dodge Charger. The 1960s Fury models also introduced more options for customization, allowing buyers to choose from a variety of trim levels, engine configurations, and interior features. By the end of the 1960s, the Plymouth Fury had become a well-respected name in the automotive world. However, as the 1970s approached, the muscle car era began to wane. The oil crises, rising insurance costs, and changing consumer preferences led to a shift away from high-performance vehicles. The Plymouth Fury, once a symbol of speed and power, began to lose some of its edge as it became more oriented toward comfort and luxury. The 1970s versions of the Fury were larger and more conservative in design, reflecting the changing tastes of the American car-buying public. The performance options were scaled back, and the focus shifted toward providing a smoother, more comfortable ride rather than raw power. Despite this shift, the Fury continued to hold a place in the hearts of car enthusiasts. The 1975 Fury, for example, was used as a police car, and its rugged, dependable nature made it a staple in law enforcement fleets across the country. The Fury's reputation for durability and reliability helped it remain a popular choice for various industries, even as the muscle car era came to a close. The Plymouth Fury's legacy lives on in the world of classic cars. Despite being discontinued in the early 1980s, the Fury remains an important part of automotive history. The 1957 model, in particular, is considered one of the most desirable classic cars for collectors, and it is often featured in car shows and auctions around the world. Its association with Kerry has only added to its mystique, making it a sought-after vehicle for those with a passion for both classic cars and pop culture. Even today, the Plymouth Fury stands as a testament to the boldness and creativity of American automotive engineering during one of the most exciting periods in car design history. The Plymouth Fury's place in automotive lore is undeniable. It was a car that pushed the limits of design and performance, and it captured the imagination of a generation of drivers. From its humble beginnings as a higher-end model in the Plymouth lineup, to its role as a full-fledged muscle car, the Fury's journey reflects the broader trends in American automotive culture. Although the Fury may no longer be in production, its legacy continues to inspire enthusiasts and collectors, and its influence on the muscle car era is still felt today. The Plymouth Fury may have left the production line decades ago, but its spirit lives on in the world of classic cars, and in the hearts of those who appreciate the bold, rebellious spirit of American automotive history.